Hey, it's Coach Greg from Project Fit, and I just wanted to talk through some of the fitness myths and nutrition myths that I keep hearing. A lot of these questions come from the ladies that I coach, so I wanted to make sure they were answered, but also that means you can get some info and insight into some of this as well. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is the question of do you need 5 to 6 meals to make sure your metabolism is high? Okay, now here's the quickie. Let's just hear this shizzle on it. So, number one, your metabolism is all the chemical reactions, hormonal chemicals, all the reactions that happen in your body to keep you alive, keep you moving, doing everything that you do now. Okay, that's what your metabolism does. Okay, now two. Okay, now the research is quite clear on this. It's massively clear. Okay, that if you don't eat for a few hours, it is not going to put you into starvation mode, which I think is what most people really are worried about when, if they don't eat for a few hours here and there because they're busy and stuff, is it going to slow down their weight loss? I think that's ultimately what it comes down to, okay? So, there's a couple of things you need to understand. One, okay, yes, food does have what we call a thermic effect, okay? So you need calories to burn the food that you ingest. Simple. Okay. Now, it takes up about 10% of your calories used in a day is about what the calories that you need, and the calories are taken out from this thermic effect. Okay. So yeah. So I guess then the next logical step is, well, actually, if I eat more, then the thermic effect goes up, so I burn more calories. Now you've got to remember that's about 10% of calories. Okay. So let's just say you had 600 calories a day. It's about 60 calories. It's not massive. Okay. One. Okay, number two that you need to understand is that, as I said before, your body keeps going whenever whether you eat or don't eat, your body's going to keep going until you reach a real starvation mode. Okay. Three. Most of this stuff came from old school bodybuilders, and most bodybuilders will try to eat 5 to 6 times a day, mainly to get their calories up so they can build muscle. Okay, that's the reason why it came about. Okay, so if you're looking to try and build some more muscle, you need to eat more. Simple. Okay. So, number four. Okay. Now, as you know, fasting can be quite a good way of losing weight, because you reduce your calorie intake. So it kind of becomes contradictory because if you can fast and lose weight or lose body fat, then surely they'll be in starvation mode and their metabolism will go. Okay, so the research says that it's been tried on people for 36 hours and 72 hours of fasting, and their metabolic rate did not drop one iota. Okay, in fact, they did something called a Minnesota starvation diet, which had 36 guys and they gave them 1,500 calories. Okay, that's all. 1,500, and then made them run 22 kilometers a week as well as do all the other things they have to do. And it slowed their metabolic rate down by about 15%, which is like minus, I think it's an apple or a couple other things like that. So it's a small amount of calories. So what people need to remember is the first thing, the biggest rule of all: any diet you need to be able to stick to. Okay, so whether you're going to do fasting, whether you're going to do Weight Watchers, doesn't matter. The diet needs to be something that you can stick to and it fits into your lifestyle. So the question you then have to ask yourself is, do you have the time to eat 5 to 6 times a day? And secondly, then are you going to track it all to make sure you're in a calorie deficit? Yeah, so you can eat 5 to 6 times a day if that suits you, but then you need to know where your calories are, because it'd be very easy to overeat your calories in those 5 to 6 meals. So, do you need to eat 5 to 6 times a day to keep your metabolism high? The answer is no, you do not need to do that. 2 to 3 meals will do fine. You don't need to do anything. Ultimately, what you need to remember is it's calories in versus calories out is your basic first thing that you always go to. And whether you eat that over 2 meals or 6 meals, it doesn't matter. You can have 2 meals of 1,000 odd calories, okay? And get yourself in a calorie deficit, or you can have that same calories over 6 meals. I'm not going to make one iota of difference. Okay, so Yeah, if you've got any more questions on this, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Take care. Bye.